Welcome to part 2 of our Audi AT rescue. In part 1 we got this car for free and we got it running and driving in a day. Go check that one out, it's a really good one. The car still needs a lot of work, and first order of business is getting inside of that locked trunk. Come along!
Holy shit! Alltså!
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. What's this gonna look like underneath? This is how the fuel tank is mounted, like standing up. That's why this is so deep. There's so much space. And as you saw, it's really full of water, but there's barely any rust. Good old trusty northern Sweden. Look at this. I thought we were gonna have to get all technical with this one, but no. Just brute force. The new one has no key. I hope it fits. Our friend Robin is here today as well. And one of the things we're going to be focusing on today is getting rid of that jug next to the engine and trying to get the actual fuel system to work. So I'm just going to remove those two hoses. One is the return and one is the feed. And then we're just going to drain it into a catch pan. While we're down here, we can take a second to appreciate how nothing rusts where we live. I mean, it's a little bit dirty, tiny bit of surface rust, but there's nothing wrong with this structurally. Robin just pulled the plug on that radiator because it didn't want to kick the fan on. So we're draining that water that we put in it in the last video down here. And we're replacing it with a new thermo contact or whatever it's called. And hopefully we can get rid of this. And while Robin is doing that, Sebbe is replacing the battery clamps that broke in half last time. We got all the fuel drained from the tank, and it turned out to be almost 20 liters of fuel, which is the equivalent of 22 big gulps if you're watching from the US. And comment down below what country you're watching this from. We would love to know. I think this driver's side door is the only door that uses a key that's working right now. Nothing wrong with this one, except we don't have the key for it. So I'm gonna remove these handles. This one is broken. I'm gonna remove this as well. See if we can get some gaskets behind there and get this working to open the door. We're kind of jumping around all over the place today, and our neighbor is chopping wood. But we're getting started on replacing the timing belt. Our special guest appearance today is John Ludwig. This is starting to look more and more like the Golf we worked on. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But we're running into exactly the same issue with this one. We're getting 3 of the bolts out for the generator pulley and the water pump pulley. We're getting 3 of them out, and we're gonna have to weld the 4th. Wow! Det var varmt. We made the last one from the Golf into a little trophy hanging from the rear view mirror. I'm telling you, this thing is gonna end up in the rear view mirror of the Audi. Never give up. Så att den börjar åka halvvägs ut på asfalten. Sen byter vi plats igen, filma ett klipp bakåt. Ja. Okej. For you guys, no time has passed, but in real time, summer turned to autumn, and we haven't done anything to the Audi, but we're back. We've spent the summer acquiring some parts, and we're gonna keep getting this Audi into good mechanical shape, but we've also got some really satisfying little details we're gonna dig into today. We've got some of the little stuff. Generator belts, bolts for a pulley, all the seals behind the door handles. You're gonna see this thing really needs them. Door handles, oil change, wipers, air filter, a new flange for the carb. You know the old one was really bad. The bigger stuff, rebuilt carb, timing belt, and the missing rear light. We're gonna keep going with the timing belt. Where we left off, we're gonna need to remove the generator because that whole pulley is in the way. I'm only kidding, we're not removing the generator. We need to remove the pulley for the water pump because the whole cover sits behind it. Ooh. All right, pulley's gone. Can we get the plastic cover for the timing belt?
Nej.
Jo. Sneaky little 5mm hex key. Alright, we're putting the pulley for the crankshaft back to get the timing marks. Lining them up with the oil pump and the back of the... Of course, we got the wrong kit for the timing belt. Wrong length, wrong width. Can't do it today. We'll just nicely edit it into us changing it in the future. You know the drill. Today we're moving on with installing this rebuilt carb. And if you saw it in the last video, you'll know it was really dirty. Everything's been swapped, all the jets, all the gaskets, and a massive thanks to our friend Victor, who helped us ultrasonic clean this thing. Made life a lot easier. Thank you, Victor. Så här skulle den vara.
Yes.
All the vacuum lines, all the fuel lines are hooked up. We need the throttle cable and the choke, and then we're putting a new air filter on this thing. It needs it. This is just the new ignition barrel. I've recoded the door handles to fit this key. Let's hope this fits. Like new.
Som ett batteri.
Som ett batteri.
Högt upp i det blå.
Batteries hooked up. There's fuel in the tank. New key in the ignition. Let's try and fire this thing up. Oj. Varför? Det var någon som bara... Den kommer nog inte gå så bra. That had us really scared for a moment. It just didn't want to turn over at all, and when we put a wrench on the crank pulley, the whole engine was stuck. You couldn't move it an inch. Turns out the new bolts holding the pulley on the crank are just a tiny bit too long, so they're all 4 bolts are pushing through the pulley straight into the block. So just a little spacer on there, and this should work. Alright, we're not having any luck with this. We're not getting fuel all the way to the engine. We're thinking the needle is stuck. We're gonna have to do as little as possible to open this thing up. Bristle from a wire brush. This little passage for the accelerator pump might be clogged. Whoa. Ja, prova. Den gick bättre att starta efter att ha stått 18 år i skogen.
Tyvärr.
Tjena Ted. Oh. That first attempt went to shit. That rebuild carb didn't want to start. I took it apart again and it was all gunked up. Yeah. So just a little bit of pure water for now, because we need to move this thing into the garage. This is too grim even for us. Tonight it's late, we're just gonna do some little cozy stuff. If you saw the first video, and if you didn't, check it out, because it's a good one. Most of the door handles were broken in some way. We could save a few of them and recode them, but we're really happy these rear ones are still made. Get some bling on this thing. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're just putting some door handles on this thing. And maybe we'll get around to this rear light.
Got it.
The little things. Both front door handles have been recoded to fit this new key, which means locking and unlocking, same key as the ignition, brand new door handles for the rear, and we managed to remove the boot lock as well, which means this one also takes the same key.
Wow.
The little things. Just a new fuse for the left hand side because that one was full of water and this guy might have short circuited it. Let's see if it works. License plate works. Oh, okay. They're not plugged in.
Edit.
Cut.
So. Wow.
Wow. Perfect fit. So smooth. More goodies. So that day when everything failed, the carb was clogged up, we had bought the wrong cam belt. Hopefully this is the right one for today. Then there's new wheel cylinders for the Ford Sierra videos. Go check it out on our channel. Generator belt for the Mark II Golf. Go check that video out as well. And one for the Audi. All right, we've lined up all of the timing marks. We're just removing the pulleys for the water pump and the crank.
Yes.
New timing belt is on and we've turned the engine over a few times. We're just going to quickly try and start it without the water pump and the generator. See if it fires up like it should. Yeah. All right, that's enough. We're happy. Now to put all of the covers back on. Oh, that just feels really good every time. Och blir ingenjör. Kommer till att ingenjöra. Do you know of a car that's been parked for 18 years in the woods?
No.
Can't be this one.
Oh.
That might be a bad thing. Let's check it out. Rear drum brakes are looking just as good, or if not better than the front. This thing is in such good shape. Seb's gonna try and push the pedal slowly. We'll see if we get movement on both sides and if it wants to retract. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh. Jajamän. Okay, yeah, bra. All right. We might have pushed this one out a little bit far, but they move so good. This is incredible. This thing must have had a brake job just before it was parked 20 years ago. I'm so surprised how easily those move. They're like new. Like we do every time. Take a minute to appreciate how freaking rust-free this thing is. It's been in the woods for 20 years. I've had this thing apart like 4 times. We finally got a hold of some actual drawings of this thing. And way down in there sits the main fuel jet for the first chamber. We're gonna try and unclog this. It's absolutely packed with something. Det är ju att köra en klassisk svamp på fyrkant nu. Today we're really just doing this right before going to work for our own mental health, to see if we're even close to having this thing running. Okay, Sebbe. Trampade du gasen i botten? Ooh, ran a bit too well that time. Fuck. That was violent, but the actual cable had jammed. Okay, one more time. Okay, this thing is really gonna have to thaw out, but the issue we're running into now is if I rev this thing up, the oil light comes on, and hopefully that's the oil pump and nothing even worse. As I said, we're hoping in a sense that the oil pump has gone bad, and that's what's causing us to lose pressure. So the plan is to lift it up, and we've gone with a high quality one, Magneti Marelli. Look at this. This is some premium stuff. Sebbe is draining the oil, and that's the plan for right now. Seems like we can get to those last rear ones now. The plan is to tackle all the tough ones first.
Lite mer.
So nice with snow thawing straight in my face all the time. Tänk om jag kan bygga ihop den. Jag kan ta en fast tia. All of the hard to get to bolts are loose. We've just got 4 left right in this corner, and then we're dropping the oil pan. 2 things might have happened. The oil pump might have gone bad, or we've clogged up the screen on the oil pickup. When we got this thing started after sitting for 20 years, that might be it. Oh, there's also the third option of the crank bearings being shot. And then we're up shit creek. Sådär ja, så ja. Ja, åt det hållet.
Oj, helvete.
Den där pickup-grejen. Armen.
Pumpen kommer vi ta i.
Kommer pumpen ta i?
Ja.
Är det sant?
Jajamän. Här ser man.
It's not gonna be that easy to remove the pan, because we're now hitting the oil pump and the pickup. Alright, so we got stuck removing that oil pan because the actual pump is in the way, and the plan now is to loosen this engine mount and to loosen at least one of the 2 engine mounts down here, one on this side and one here. We might try and keep one on there. Just loosen this side, lift it up by the oil pan slightly, and wedge a block of wood in there so that we can remove the oil pan. We'll see how it works. Oj.
Ja.
Ja. Prova sänka ner där.
Tvärtom eller?
Ja, jag vet inte. Jag ser så bra. Ja. Okej, prova sänka ner där.
Jag kan ju inte sänka så sakta.
Nej. Okay. Now, is this enough for us to slide the oil pan out? We just attached it with two quick bolts and then we'll know.
Nej. Fan.
So freaking close. The oil pump is hitting the pan still. Damn. Oh, that got so sketchy, we forgot to film it. We kind of had to lift it up even further and it was very, very sketchy, but it's finally out. And in there is the old oil pump, and at this point we're kind of hoping that thing has failed. We're gonna get it out and inspect it, see what we can see. Alright, the only thing that seems like it's different from this one compared to the new one is the length of this pickup arm. So the plan now is to remove this old one and reuse this with the new pump. Alright, so that's the new pickup, the old pickup on the new pump. Okay. Getting the old one out was extremely tight. Ah! That's good. Whoa! Too easy. One clean oil pan. Yeah.
Ja.
Snyggt. Man, we kind of had to stress to even get here today, but we're outside of the inspection center, this time with the Audi. Let's go inside and get a verdict if we need to fix any more stuff on this thing. Fingers crossed. What a car! It passed its first inspection in 20 years. Not even a little thing wrong with it. We gave it a quick wash because this thing really deserves it. The next time, follow us for part 3, where we're gonna lower this thing. We're gonna put it on its final wheels and tires. We're gonna polish it, and it's gonna be so good. Like and subscribe.